There are two wolves in every wrestling fan. One that just wants to watch the internet have a meltdown and ruin wrestling. The other wants to save wrestling and watch 5-star classics or just compelling storylines. So today, we're going to feed both wolves. I'm going to both ruin Night of Champions and save Night of Champions. But first, I'm going to give away this belt on my shoulder. You see, I am trying to quit my day job, people, and to do that, I'm going to bribe you with a championship belt. How do you win it, Chop? Well, good question. All you got to do is comment below and subscribe to the channel. That enters you into a chance to win. I've already given away 3 belts, free of charge, free everything. It's not a toy. It's a replica, and ooh boy howdy does it hurt because it is pointy, but I will ship it anywhere. All you gotta do, subscribe and comment. But please, if you could, like the video as well. It's free for you, but means a lot to me. So the first match we're gonna ruin is the Queen of the Ring, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Now remember, when I say we're gonna ruin things, this is not what I want to see happen. I do not want to see this happen at all, but we gotta ruin it. So have Liv Morgan win. Liv Morgan wins, and then when she's being crowned, they're like, so you're going to face Rhea Ripley? And she's like, no, I'm not actually. I'm the Queen of the Ring, and I get to pick the champion that I want to face. I'm going to face myself. Therefore, at SummerSlam, I know, I'm not wrestling. I am not wrestling. I've got the night off. That would suck, and that would ruin things. But how do we save it? Well, you let Io Sky win. Maybe you could have Roxanne Perez or something, finally turn on Liv Morgan. But the real story here is that Io Sky will win, right? She wins. She's about to get crowned. And then, this is my brutality. Rhea Ripley comes out. And, they're best friends. They hug. And then Rhea Ripley proceeds to annihilate Io Sky. She destroys her. And she grabs the microphone and she says, Io, you're always going to be my best friend, but I need to beat you. I've never beat you. And in order to do that, I have to throw our friendship out the window. Congratulations on being the Queen of the Ring, but now at SummerSlam, you have to face the Annihilator. And Rhea Ripley, she goes back to her dark roots, her dark side. Now, we could make this a 1-month heel turn, like when Shawn Michaels turned heel on Hulk Hogan for 1 month leading into SummerSlam, or this could be a full-blown heel turn where she just stays and remains a heel. I would prefer heel Ripley forever, but either way, the lead up to SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley is as evil as she's ever been in order to beat Queen Io. That right there would be way better than Rhea and Io hugging it out all the way to SummerSlam. All right, let's do the triple threat. Gunther versus Cody versus Sami Zayn. You want to ruin it? You have Cody stack Sami on top of Gunther. 1, 2, 3. He pins them both via when Roman Reigns did it to Edge and Daniel Bryan. Absolutely would hate that. So now let's save it. What we're going to do here is Gunther. Gunther is going to win. And what he's going to do is he's going to handcuff Cody Rhodes to the ring ropes or whatever. And then he's going to put Sami Zayn in the sleeper. So Cody Rhodes has to watch as Sami Zayn fades to black. He's like, fight it, Sami. And then Sami just passes out. Gunther wins as Cody can do nothing but watch in horror. Now, I have to admit that this idea is not mine. It came from a subscriber. They commented it on another video. I couldn't find the original comment, so I can't exactly credit who it was, but this was not my idea. Every other idea in this video is, but that one was just too good not to say. All right, now we go Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. The way to ruin this is you do a heel turn with Little Yachty. Little Yachty, like at some point, he turns on Trick Williams, hits him with a kendo stick or a cane or whatever, and then we have Ricky Saints. He pins him 1, 2, 3, and then Little Yachty sides with Ricky Saints, and he's now his manager. That would suck, and that would just reek of the WCW 2000 era of just heel turns for no reason. There's just no reason for Little Yachty to side with Ricky Saints. Now, the way to salvage this, to make it good, is, well, you just don't overbook it. This one is just very simple. Let Trick Williams just win. We don't have to do nothing to this one other than let Trick Williams just win after a good match. Give them at least 12 minutes, maybe 15, and let them go at it. That's all you gotta do. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't overstir the pudding. Is that a phrase? I think I've heard that phrase before. If you have to protect Ricky Saints, don't do anything with the turnbuckle. Don't do any low blow. At most, you can have Trick Williams thumb him in the eye. Because Trick Williams isn't necessarily a full-blown babyface, but he's definitely leaning more babyface than not. So a thumb to the eye, like, yeah, it's kind of a cheap shot, but it's not like, you don't feel like you've totally cheated someone either. I mean, Randy Orton does it all the time. So yeah, just keep it simple. Let Trick win. Just let Trick win and have a strong title run. The other U.S. title match on the card is Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. How do we ruin this one or save it? This one's a little like, I think to ruin it would just be Tiffany Stratton getting a straight up pin on Jade Cargill, because we've built Jade Cargill and her baddies to be such a threat that if Jade loses too many in a row, it just kind of diminishes her. Unless that's what we're trying to do. But I don't think that's what we are trying to do, being that her and Charlotte Flair are starting a feud. So the thing I wouldn't do is just a clean victory over Jade Cargill. I think that would ruin the storytelling right now. Now, how to improve things? Well, I'd probably just have Charlotte interfere here. Charlotte interferes, and what we could do is she tries to help Tiffany Stratton, but she accidentally hits Tiffany Stratton, which allows Jade Cargill to pin Tiffany Stratton. This keeps Tiffany strong, gives Jade a belt, and the feud going with Charlotte Flair. Now, all three of them could have beef with each other, because Tiffany could be like, I didn't need your help. I didn't need your help. And then we could take all three and put them in a triple threat at SummerSlam. There you go. That's how you save it. And another way to ruin it, I guess, would be we do this where Charlotte just comes out and she just instantly in the middle of the match just attacks Jade Cargill, causing a disqualification. Yeah, that would ruin it. There's the bigger ruin. Just a blatant disqualification on Charlotte because she just had to get her hands on that Jade Cargill. Seth freaking Rollins versus Bron Breakker. Steel cage match. So the best way, let's do the way to save it. The best thing they could do here is to have Bron Breakker. He spears Seth Rollins right outside the cage. Literally, Seth Rollins on the outside of the ring, in between the cage and the ropes. We have Bron Breakker. He spears him. He breaks the cage. Oh my God, can you believe that Bron Breakker's spear broke the cage? And then Bron Breakker gets up and just walks out. He just walks, turns around, and he says, I am the present. I beat you, Seth. I'm done. He's saying that to the camera, and then he just goes in the back. And then the next night on Raw, you know what? Seth Rollins says, okay, Bron Breakker, you beat me. Good. Mission accomplished. The goal of the vision was to elevate the next generation, and now I have done that. So my vision has been a success. Now I'm going on to other things. So right there, you can literally have Seth Rollins, his overall mission, be a success while still losing to Bron Breakker, but it also allows Bron Breakker a huge victory in a dominant fashion. Now let's ruin it. And the way to ruin it is, well, we have Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker, and then who comes to Bron Breakker's aid? Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is back. Oh my gosh, he's healthy. The vision is at full strength. And then as Seth Rollins is scared, Bronson Reed turns on Bron Breakker. He turns on Bron Breakker and lets Seth Rollins wins. Seth Rollins has done a coup d'etat, and now he is back in charge of the vision and kicks Bron Breakker out. And now we're back to 20-minute monologues of Seth Rollins just praising himself and singing with the crowd every Monday Night Raw. And they're like, well, Bronson Reed, why'd you side with Seth again? And he's like, well, I did attack Seth, but under Bron Breakker, we went nowhere. And honestly, even if Bronson Reed is still injured, you could easily do it. You call up Rook Mason, you call up somebody, or you just have Austin Theory and Logan Paul attack. And now we go to the main event. Oba Femi versus Jey Uso. The way to ruin things is simple. Have Jey Uso win clean. Like, literally, if Jey Uso were to just win clean, oh my gosh, the internet would melt. I'm a Jey Uso fan, but no way, no how do I think he should be winning clean on Oba Femi, and that would be bad. That would ruin things. Even worse, he makes Oba Femi tap out. Could you imagine? People would be throwing the remotes at their TV. So that's how you ruin things, though. That's how you ruin things. How to make it better? You have the match, right? We have Oba Femi versus Jey Uso. And then, once the bell rings, boom, Brock Lesnar, his music hits. We're like, oh no. He comes out and he's circling the ring. But he's not doing anything. All he's doing is circling the ring like a shark, you know? And Oba Femi's like, what is going on here? And Jey Uso doesn't even know what's going on. But Brock doesn't do anything. Brock's just like, go, have your match. And so now we have a match with Oba Femi versus Jey Uso, but Brock Lesnar is right there because everybody's expecting Brock, right? So let's just get it out of the way. Let's put Brock there the entire match. So now Oba Femi has to look over his shoulder the entire time. That allows Jey Uso to have not necessarily a full-blown advantage, but Oba's distracted. This gives Jey an opportunity. Now, Oba will still win, but it would be very much a very unpredictable, very close call because of Brock's ever-looming presence there. The moment Oba wins, Brock gets in the ring, and Oba's ready to fight him. Brock gets the microphone. He's like, no, we're not doing this. He's like, I wanted you to win the King of the Ring. I want that #1 contendership. SummerSlam, night 1, me versus you for the #1 contendership. Whoever wins that match then goes to night 2 and faces Roman Reigns. Or Gunther. But yeah, boom, right there. Oba gets a win. Brock is on the outside, so it gives the illusion that Jey has a chance. Everybody thinks that Brock is going to get involved. So just, make him get involved without getting involved. There you go, boys. There you go, girls. Let me know what your favorite way to ruin Night of Champions and to save Night of Champions was in the comments below. And if you have any, put them there too. See ya, bye.